Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. I was just trying to make the initial, like the screen grab for this video that YouTube will automatically select different than my stupid face for once because I look like a drowned rat today. We have a question. Oh, I'm an employment attorney. On this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answer they need from an employment attorney. We have a question here from Marlena, who asks us, "Hiya, Vincent. I've watched all your videos at least twice. I hope they were. I mean, that sounds horrific. There's like 3,000 of them. I'm so sorry. I hope they were useful. But I do have a question. I filed a claim with the Human Rights Commission for failure to hire based on sex, so I think gender, and sexual harassment that quid pro quo way. And essentially, what that means is like maybe somebody's like, "Oh, you could have this job if you do this sexual thing for me." That's reductive. That like there's a lot more to quid pro quo than that, but like quickly just giving a definition. Milena goes on. I gave the EEOC intake personnel most of the emails of the bad things that happened. 2 weeks later, I received a charge of discrimination letter in the mail. A month or so later, I received a call from the investigator asking me what would help remedy the charges. I was a bit surprised because this was the first time talking with the investigator. I did not have much to say at the moment, but we did set up plans to talk in a week. Question number one. Is it a bad sign or a good sign that the EEOC wants to remedy so soon? So I would say it's a good sign. It's a good sign because the EEOC investigator sees your case and says, this employer better pay. Or even better, the EEOC investigator may have some reason to believe the employer wants to settle with you. So generally speaking, if people want to have conversations about giving you restitution for what's done to you, I think that's a good thing, right? If people want to sit around and talk about giving you money, even if you say no thank you to the sums of money discussed, it's still better than people sitting around plotting to destroy you, right? Like if they're like spending time trying to be like, what can we give this person to make this go away? That's a much better conversation than how do we destroy this case, right? Like, so I think that's a good thing overall. Question number two. Would asking for 3 years of annual salary between 30 and 40,000 a year sound outrageous? No, I mean it doesn't sound outrageous to me, especially if you have like a written offer to receive employment if you will engage in some form of intimacy with someone. I mean that's a very egregious and provable offense, right? So I would say I don't think you're being unreasonable. I would say check out our damages calculation playlist, but I think you already have. Question number three, and I guess back to question two really quick. Remember, you're not represented, so I don't think you're being unreasonable, but they might pretend that you are because you're unrepresented and they're trying to take advantage of you. That's entirely possible. Question number three. If it does sound unreasonable, and I don't think it does, can you point me in a better ballpark? Okay, Vincent, thank you for the videos. Keep doing what you're doing. I will certainly keep doing what I'm doing. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I'm making this video for tomorrow, Christmas Eve. So I will keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think you're being unreasonable. They're gonna try to give you like 50 grand or something. I think like they're gonna tell you 20 grand is all you're gonna get. Like there's a really good chance that that's gonna be a conversation they have with you. I think realistically you could push them and probably get 50, 60. I think if you had representation, you might do better. But excuse me, you're doing great so far. You're very savvy. So if you just hold to your guns, maybe you will get closer. You know, if you start at 3 years, maybe you'll get a year and a half, something like that. Like you seem very capable. So I'm not going to be like, oh, you definitely need an attorney. Generally speaking, I think people are definitely better off with an attorney, but you seem to be doing really well. So I'm not saying that for you. I don't know, right? I'm cheering for you. And also that calculation about whether or not to get an attorney always comes down to, do you think the attorney would get you enough increase to make it worth paying the attorney's percentage? And that's always a question. Pardon me. So, Marlena, I hope this helps. I will be hoping that you give us a follow-up. If you want to give us a follow-up in the channel, I will try to make follow-up videos. I assume there's going to be a back and forth here, and I think you could benefit potentially, but more importantly, I think everybody else would benefit from your back and forth. If you like want to talk about it in a way that is scrubbed of all identifying characteristics. I will note that you seem to be using your actual full name, including your last name, when you ask me this question. So, like, that's not great. Don't post your negotiation under your actual name because people can find that, and that will then be problematic for you in a variety of tactical and litigation ways. So, don't do that. But if you want to, like, post again under some kind of more anonymous name, I would love to follow the blow by blow of your negotiation and be cheering for you and kind of let the channel see how that goes for you. Okay? This cat. So loud. So loud. Okay. This video is coming out on Christmas Eve. I think I'm going to be doing a Christmas Eve live stream later in the day, so I'm going to get those details posted up. And I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I hope you're happy, healthy. Your Christmas finds you super wealthy. And that you are free of the onerous nature of employment litigation, at least for this holiday. Take care. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps the channel to grow.